financial freedom and mental health go hand in hand. Mental health is based on a lot of factors. Finances control majority of mental health issues in the black community. It causes a lot of robbing, stealing, and all kind of evil chaos. Some people are making a couple bucks, but just some would say, oh, they can't budget it. Or you need to make more money. And when you get more money, you still feel like you can't budget it. But that's not always the case. Sometimes it's the system at hand. Sometimes it's the corporations and the big companies who keep your pocket flat. That was all implicated when debit cards came into the system. It made companies and huge industries able to track your data. All debit cards, credit cards are connected to your social security number, and hand gives your identity, age, date of birth, address, etc. And then we get down to the smart devices. As far as your iPhones, your Androids. Oh, iPhones don't ask app to track. Okay, it makes you feel secure, but it still has a microphone that's listening. What about Alexas? What about Google? It's in your vehicle. It's on your laptops. It's on your tablets. It's on the little devices that Google, can you turn on my lights? Okay, Alexa, turn on the TV, the smart TVs, everything. Every conversation you have, everything your kids mention, everything's connected to your Wi-Fi. Everything's tracked. And it's sold for companies and industries to be able to target market. And a lot of this target marketing goes to citizens of certain demographics. And it always causes you to look at everything you wish you could purchase, everything you wanted, everything you want to buy, everything you mention. And this data also knows when people buy, what holidays to buy, what age groups buy, what neighborhoods buy. They make these purchases. So they're basically brainwashing you to make these purchases. Because everything you think in your head that you want, or you may want one day, doesn't mean that you're going to take your last and get it. But they know if we constantly put it in their face, if we constantly mention it, every time they turn on their device, every time they turn on their social media, every time they turn on their TV, every time they enter one of their streaming devices, we know that if we just keep pushing these products that they've mentioned and their kids have searched, and everybody's connected to the same Wi-Fi in the same house and family plans on phones, so all of the information is there. If we just keep pushing the product in their face, then they're going to spend, which is great for the companies, and it's terrible for the consumers. And even when you don't have all the money, they have these pay in four. Oh, it only takes $25 to buy this and pay it in 4 payments. So you don't even have to have all of the money in your account at the time. So now you're overextending yourself, and you feel like just because you have a quarter of it that you can purchase it. So even put you spending money that you don't even have yet, and counting money that you don't have, and counting money that you don't have is always a recipe for disaster. It not only destroys your finances and your purchasing power, it also destroys your mental health and brings on depression, which causes evil entities and evil spirits to jump into you based upon that depression, and causes a lot of people to rob, steal, to get incarcerated, and just angry. A lot brings a lot of jealousy. And It's great for the businesses if you're in a supply chain, which most of us are just consumers. So the point of this was ownership and being part of the supply chain will not only help mental health, but help the pockets and bring positivity to a lot of people that seem lost and don't understand why.